If you've been wondering why in the world did Bitcoin get to almost 100,000 and come right back down, I have the exact reason why. I'm going to share with you in today's live show. Also, Michael Saylor at it again, overdoing himself, buying another massive amount of Bitcoin. So why is the price going down? Again, I'll explain to you. We have some big altcoin news. Avalanche, Chainlink, Solana, freaking Decentraland, Sandbox. Is the Metaverse coming back? Should you have money in Metaverse tokens? This should be a pretty interesting conversation. Also, Cardano, AI. We have so much to talk about today. We're going to take a look at some charts, the markets, where we headed to next. So, with that being said, let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in. Hola! Yes, your boy Big Rob back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If this is your first time checking us out, we're the entertainment focused cryptocurrency channel where we take old, boring, stale information and we repackage it up in a fun and sexy way. You know what? No, we're coming across Christmas time, so make sure you put a nice little bow on that thing. Package it up. Your birthday's coming up, man. What do you want for your what do you want for your birthday, bro? What's on your top three? It can't be over $10 though, and it's got to be available in Walgreens.
Can you just give me $100,000 Bitcoin?
Yeah, guys,
That's all I want.
We're rallying the troops for Rob's birthday. We need you to buy Bitcoin so we can go to $100,000. Now, why has Bitcoin not gone to $100,000? You know,
my birthday falls on Black Friday, so maybe you catch it on sale.
Oh,
so Black Friday, Big Rob B Day. You know, it's all packaged up in one.
Big Black Rob Friday birthday. Didn't that guy pass away? Black, the Big Black from that
Big Rob?
No, from the show with Rob Deerdeck.
Yeah, isn't his name Big Rob?
Big Black Rob. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about Bitcoin.
In case you're wondering who's alive from a show in 1997.
It was early 2000s.
That was on
right?
MTV that nobody ever watched.
Bro, chill. It was 2000. Right? Anyways, let's talk about. We hope you guys had a great weekend. You know who had a really good weekend? It's Michael Saylor. Another 55,000 Bitcoin, valued at $5.5 billion. Bought the top, 97.8. But if you know anything about Michael Saylor and you've watched him, you know he does not care the price of Bitcoin. He will continue to buy always. So you're wondering, okay, David, then why is the price going down? I have that answer too. There is one man in the history of investing that has been able to destroy markets, destroy companies, destroy people's portfolios.
Jerome Powell.
And that is none other than, damn it, Jim Cramer. Okay. This is a flashback to when Bitcoin was knocking on the door of $100,000. And just to remind you, this is what he said.
We call MSTR. We used to call that Mr. MSTR. I've got to tell you, it's a Bitcoin play. I prefer to actually own Bitcoin. I know that Citron put some sort of short on it. All I can tell you is own Bitcoin. That's a winner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of the...
Well, thanks, Jim. Here we are at $95,000. You ruined our freaking Thanksgiving.
I don't know what his percentages are when it comes to things outside of crypto. I know it's not good. I know he's got a historically.
The guy is a freaking.
But when it comes to Bitcoin, he's spot on 100% counter trade that whole narrative every single time. It always works. Anytime he talks negatively about Bitcoin, rallies up. I know he was talking about selling it when it was at around $20,000. He was like, I won't touch it. It's trash. And then now it's on the doorstep, or last week was on the doorstep of 100,000. Tells everyone to buy it, and well, surprise!
I swear to God, the next time Cramer talks, I'm cashing out my entire portfolio and I'm putting it on the opposite. I'm joking in some way, but before I forget, I want to give a big thank you to Dr. Payne. He joined our Discord, and he's been super he's in there giving freaking just paragraph after paragraph insight stuff to help the community. So Dr. Payne, we appreciate you. Welcome to the community, my friend. And also, big thank you to all the mods and all the new people that joined us. If you're new here, if you're visiting us for the first time, say hello. We'll have Robin butcher your name and give you an hola. That's always fun, right? Right, Rob? Right? Yeah, perfect. All right. Now let's talk about, why is Bitcoin going down, right? The answer is usually very simple. And very simple is, guys, we had a run up from $70,000 to $100,000, my friends. That is a big run. And guess what? To us, 30, 40% profits doesn't seem like a lot. It's okay. It's good. It's great. We don't complain, but it ain't a sell my bag, the top is in type of move. But guess who that is for? It's for the institutions. It's for the people buying the ETFs. It's for large whales that are buying $1 billion of Bitcoin at a time. And a 30% gain for $1 billion Bitcoin, my friends, is $300 million. Now ask yourself, who in the world would not want a $300 million profit in a matter of 3 weeks? And so that is part of the reason it's happening. You can see here from this article, Bitcoin rallied toward 100K stalls as long-term holders cash out. How much do they sell? Around 500,000 Bitcoin since the all-time high of over $99,000, according to CoinGlass data. The market experienced over 430 million in liquidations within the last 24 hours, further highlighting the heightened volatility of BTC. Do you have any other insight, Rob? I mean, for me, it's pretty simple, dude. People take profits. Bitcoin had a big move up. We got institutions in now. This is what they're going to do, but it'll give you opportunities on these pullbacks to add more to your portfolio.
I think this is going to be something we're going to see more regularly because the traditional finance, they're not going to ride out big profits. They're going to rebalance, take profit. And so when you have a scenario where someone might hold for life, like retail, right? Where, you have someone that's like, hey, I bought Bitcoin, I bought Cardano, I bought it at 30 cents. Now it's at $1 or whatever it is. Or, you bought Stellar Lumens at 9 cents. Now it's at 50 cents. That makes
it felt so good.
Yeah. And so those examples are great examples of what retail likes to do, right? Retail likes to look at that portfolio, see that it's up 500% and just sit back and wait for more profits, right? But you know what? We have Wall Street in the game now. We have traditional finance with large portfolios that need to keep a certain allocation, a certain percentage. And so what we just saw recently where Bitcoin moved up to that 100,000 range, that sell-off is going to happen again and again and again, which is going to be a beautiful scenario when it comes to altcoins. Because just imagine this scenario. Say Bitcoin goes from $100,000 to $130,000, and then it just consolidates there for 3 weeks as TradFi rebalances. That money is going to pour over to alts. And what we just saw out of alts, like 3x out of Cardano, 5x out of Stellar, and then you just go down the list, the meme coins, all 5x. I mean, those are going to happen over and over again as Bitcoin keeps accumulating.
Let me tell you the beauty of this, right? I mean, this is so amazing. Just stay with me for a second here, right? We always talk about front-running narratives, people, whales, whatever the case may be. Imagine a large company, a hedge fund, a pension fund, whatever it is, right? These are publicly traded companies. You can go on the websites. It's online. You can find our allocation of Bitcoin is 3%. So how easy is it going to be able to keep track of these different funds that have a certain specific amount of allocation to Bitcoin and track, well, is it over 3%? They're probably going to sell. Let's enter into a short position. Is it under 3%? They're probably going to buy it to get back up to that 3%. Let's enter into a long position. These are going to be excellent opportunities for you to make money trading, whether you're a swing trader or scalp trader. Again, there's so many different ways to make money, even when prices are doubling, quadrupling, and 10xing. It's not just, I got to get in early to make money. You can make plenty of money as prices continue to go up outside of just buying and holding. So this is great. Again, it's transparent. We know what's happening, and we can put we can put our finger to why is this thing happening. Now, outside of the rebalancing and people taking profits, you do have some global unease with Ukraine and Russia as, and I'm not going to get too deep into this, but NATO just pretty much said, hey, NATO countries should be ready for war. People panic, markets sell off. I'm actually curious to see where the stock market is right now, how they have reacted as I'm pulling it up. So we take a look. Oh, wow. The stock market's up. Okay. Dow Jones up 400%. Oh, because the treasury pick.
Yeah.
Scott Bessent.
Pro crypto.
Very pro.
Very
pro crypto.
I was talking to someone. I was talking to a friend today, and you know, they
Wait, you have friends?
I do, yeah. I got
Outside of me,
Rocco.
Outside
is,
of me, Rocco.
Rocco's
Rocco
my
doesn't like
best
you.
friend. You're my second best friend, and then
Wow.
second in command. But
Thanks.
no, so I was talking to my buddy, and he is dabbled in crypto, but you know how it is. Now the markets are frothy. Everyone's trying to YOLO in and ride the wave of this bull market. And he's kind of, we're just going back and forth. And I was like, hey, man, what we're seeing now is whales, institutions, and smart money front running what is coming with the Trump administration, and that the U.S. is not only going to be pro crypto, but they're going to spur the market. They're going to inject massive amount of capital into Bitcoin and into crypto. And in the same way that we saw the same way we just saw the rebalancing, imagine what that's going to look like when the U.S. is buying hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin at a time. We're talking about people moving profits downstream. Imagine what happens when you got a $500,000 Bitcoin, $300,000 Bitcoin, what the profits are going to look like. The amount of money that's going to pour down into the alts is going to be stupid. And just to go back one last time, and I just want to, because repetition, hammers in the truth sometimes. And I want to explain to you that when the markets rally again, and then we get a sell-off and we get a consolidation, that we're going to see altcoins push up. And we've identified the pattern. I believe it's going to play out time and time again. And so just know, hey, Bitcoin's up 100, Bitcoin's up. It's at 115 or 120,000. And now it sells off a little bit and it's consolidating. It's time to start identifying which alts do you want to get position on, because those are going to 2-3x, right? And that's going to happen again, right? We just saw it, right? We just saw it. It's going to happen again and again and again. And you're going to come along for the ride with us, and we're going to lay it out for you. Be like, hey, this one's ready to go. This one's overbought. Put that one on pause. Need some exposure to this one. You're trying to make some money. There's going to be crap tons of cash out there, right? Tons of profit to grab. And if you stay stagnant and just simply don't make much moves, okay, you'll make money. You'll do okay, right? You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, and GALA and Cardano, and you'll crush it. Yeah, you'll do good. But there's gonna be some snipers out here. There's gonna be some wolves out here that are gonna crush the market. And if you shift a small percentage of your portfolio into the trending and hot projects that are ready to pump, my God, you're gonna absolutely crush it.
Key word is ready to pump.
Yeah, ready to pump. Yeah, because if you hop on too late,
you're gonna wreck.
Yeah, you're gonna you'll just watch. You'll lose out on massive profits as well. So I did want to say our almanac has been doing very well. If you're first time hearing about the almanac, comprehensive book magazine for this, it's a guide to 2025. So if you're trying to put together, hey, what should I buy, or you want to do a little research, go to research magazine. Which, broken down by sectors. We grade top 100 coins. Anyways, pre-orders, the first 100 people that pre-order enter in for a chance to get 1,000 ADA, so basically $1,000. We only have about like 10 spots left. And so you basically got a 1 in 100 chance of winning $1,000. So there's about 10 spots left.
$1,000 now.
Yeah.
When Cardano gets to $10, that's 10 G's.
You know what? Let's run the commercial one last time. So this is going to be our last commercial. So we'll run that. And then,
if you're born in the 80s, you're going to love this.
There it is.
You know what would be nice? If I had a magazine that I could literally flip through and see Bitcoin dominance. What are some rules of crypto? What about XRP? Which sectors are going to absolutely rally? Is it ICP? What's the potential for this market? Which is the most decentralized? Do you have something like that?
Are you looking for a Christmas gift for a friend that does not have any exposure to crypto? Look no further than the 2025 Crypto Almanac. It is your go-to research. So when someone bugs you and says, hey, what should I invest in? Just throw the magazine in their face and say, here, do your own research.
Whether you're an expert, an intermediary, or just a beginner, this book is perfect for you. The first of its kind. No one has ever done this before.
Crypto Almanac is packed with everything you're going to need for the coming year and navigating the bull market. David, let them know what to find inside the magazine.
You'll find everything from a deep dive on XRP, an interview with Mark Yusko, a Bitcoin dominance write-up by the one and only Benjamin Cowan, the 5 rules of crypto from Rob from Digital Asset News. We have sectors broken down. We have AI, DPIN, RWA. We have gaming and so much more.
Wait a second. The 2025 Crypto Almanac is not just a physical copy, but also an NFT version that lives natively on the Cardano blockchain.
Pre-order your Crypto Almanac right now, and you might be the proud recipient of the Golden Almanac containing 1,000 ADA tokens.
Are you willing to pre-order some or commit to pre-ordering some of our Crypto Almanac?
Promise to be fair to Cardano, okay?
All right. Well, what I can do is like shave my head and go to the airports and, go Hare Krishna and start handing them out and invite people to the vegetarian feast.
You know you're a man of the people, Charles.
I'm a man of the people.
You're a
I
good man.
really care about this. It'll just be like The Last Airbender, just hopefully the good one.
Can you guys help us ping Charles on X? Like, he got to start shaving his head, man, because the dude made a promise. We have that on tape, and
And then I see Jason said he pre-ordered, and for his copy he didn't put in his Cardano wallet address. It's just fine because when you get the magazine, you'll have the QR code there, and there's instructions there for setting up a wallet as well.
Yeah.
So you don't need to order it with the address at pre-order, but when you get it, you get the description or the instructions to sign up. And so hopefully everybody signs up or creates a wallet and scans the.
Well, you need it for the NFT.
Yeah, you need it for the NFT. But if you don't, you could be just sitting on $1,000 or 1,000 ADA, and then you just never redeem your. Yeah, you don't even open your wallet. It's just sitting there for somebody ready to redeem. So
Don't do that. Vesper's a great wallet. That's the one we're using.
yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about. This is Rob. This is the Michael Saylor effect here, my friends. So Japan's hottest stock is a 25-year-old company that adopted the MicroStrategy Bitcoin playbook, and that is none other than Metaplanet. They're up over 1,300% this year. Robin, how could any shareholders, any company that is looking, and we know all companies that are public, the first thing they do, their main focus is value to shareholders. That's who owns them, is the shareholders. How can any company, any shareholder, look at MicroStrategy, look at Metaplanet, look at Genius AI, look at any other company that has adopted some sort of Bitcoin strategy and look at how the stocks have performed and not say, yeah, we should probably dip our feet in a little bit?
Yeah, it's
Could it be Microsoft?
that's what I was thinking is that the next company you have Microsoft having their board meeting and they've invited Michael Saylor to speak.
It was one guy who pushed for this and fine, he gets 3 minutes.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't need a lot of time with Michael Saylor. He's very convincing. I know he speaks the language of board members, right? He comes obviously.
Well, he is a board member.
Yeah, he's a board member himself. And so the way he structures his sales pitch for the sales pitch that he has for, hey, why you should buy Bitcoin, vastly different when he does it at conferences and when he's a guest on some podcast or major broadcast network. He's gonna deliver a good sales pitch, man. I'm telling you, I think Microsoft will buy. What do you think?
So?
I know that the chances are low, right? Because I know they were saying that what was the terminology Microsoft used? They said we're going to put it up for a vote, but
We recommend against it.
Yeah, they recommend. So the board members said, hey, we're going to put it up for a vote whether we should buy Bitcoin, but we do recommend against it. But I think if anybody's going to sway that opinion,
Well, here's the thing. There was and I don't have the chart pulled up, but there was a breakdown of, because it's like with governance, right? You have voting power. How many shares you have compared to percentage wise to the float. That's how your voting power is. And so there was a list that we shared on the live show a while ago, and 5 or 6 out of the top 10 shareholders were all pro Bitcoin, including Fidelity, BlackRock, and there was a few other ones. But you also have people like Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett. These people own a lot of Microsoft, a lot of the boomers who are just like so against Bitcoin. But what we do know at the end of the day is money talks, my friends.
And December 10th is the day,
Yeah.
the board meeting day.
Yeah.
So it's
You know when the actual vote will be?
December 10th.
It's the pitch and the vote same day?
Oh, the meeting. I don't. You know what? I don't know if the vote is on the same day as the meeting. I'm assuming so, right? Either way, December 10th is the day that you should circle.
2 days after my birthday. Come on.
Because I mean, what's the assets under management for Microsoft? It's like something.
I don't know, but they're worth
crazy,
$3 trillion.
Yeah,
That's a big boy right
there. A lot
there.
of capital on the side there.
And I'm telling you guys, I am telling you, if Microsoft goes down this road, be prepared for the next 6 months, every week, to see company after company after company announce we've adopted Bitcoin or we're adding it to our treasury reserve. Get ready for it. Because if the largest company by market cap in the world does it, everyone else will fall in line. Just like if the USA adopts a Bitcoin strategic reserve, every other country will fall in line because you don't want to get left behind. That is going to happen. So
US adopts crypto, Bitcoin, bullish for altcoins, bullish for your portfolio. You're going to make money. If Microsoft adopts Bitcoin, puts it on its treasury reserve, just in the same way that MicroStrategy did, bullish for Bitcoin, bullish for altcoins, bullish for your portfolio, you're going to make money. And so these narratives aren't something that we're just loosely throwing around because we're happy somebody else decided to buy Bitcoin. No, I'm looking at it selfishly for my own portfolio. And I'm like, hey, keep buying, guys. Microsoft, please. So that way, everything in the market rallies, everything in the market pumps. Especially our favorite picks, we are expecting massive, massive returns. So you guys should be on pins and needles, sitting on the edge of your couch, hoping to see these major companies get into crypto because the early investors like yourself and the people that position themselves right are going to be handsomely rewarded. So the day is right around the corner, man.
speaking of handsome, hey, Rocco. I threw him off there.
A little dark in there, huh?
You know, Rocco's been really happy lately since we put out more XRP content.
You know?
Speaking of XRP content, we got Cardano and an XRP video coming today.
Finally, you converted.
Look, I made a video, okay? I said I was wrong, all right?
One video.
What else do you want from me?
No, you gotta
I'm gonna
sit
get on
on
my
your
knees and kiss
knees
the
with
ring?
some dried frijoles under your knee for at least 6 months to redeem yourself.
All I heard was frijoles, which means beans. I love beans. All right.
We've been doing a lot of videos on stellar lumens, and this is one of the projects. Hats off to David. He was looking at real world asset tokenization, the RWAs, and how much money is tied up by TradFi, especially in treasuries and comparable notes. And you know what? You realize that this was a standout on utility. I was telling you guys about this at sub 10 cents. And so now, hey, we're seeing that the market is coming to realize the same thing that we already have. And so
it was, and I did a video yesterday and I posted this. It's on our YouTube channel. You guys should definitely go watch it. But when you find issues with valuation and what it does, the market will eventually catch up to it. And that was kind of the whole thing behind XLM. Is why is nobody saying XLM is number 2 in RWA? Why is no one saying Franklin Templeton is working with them? Sure, you see a couple of videos floating around here and there, but this should be big news. And so then you have the whole Jed McCaleb and Elon Musk, their buddies. Then you start getting the rumor mill of, well, X payments, are they going to be on XLM? And so that's not confirmed yet, but that video yesterday, I cover all of it and what I've actually decided to do with my XLM bag. So if you're,
what else? Another comparable move or a comparable play would be Ondo. I don't think we've given Ondo enough credit. If you've seen what has grabbed attention from XLM, it's off of the back of institutions, right? Off the back of the US and the RWAs, right? Don't you think that's what's really fueled Stellar Lumens and XLM's price?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And so Ondo is basically the BlackRock chain, whether you want to admit it or not, is pretty much what it is. I mean, I don't want to short sell their blockchain. So if anybody from Ondo's developers are watching, they're like, that's not us. Like, no, but I'm just saying that, you know what, it is the protocol of choice for BlackRock when it comes to tokenization, the world's largest company. And so if you're looking for a similar play off of from Stellar Lumens, where we saw 5X out of nowhere, I would expect the same here around the corner for Ondo. So go ahead and bookmark that, check it off, clip it, whatever you want to do. Ondo, one of Big Rob's favorite picks moving in the next 60 days. So,
okay. It'll be interesting to see. Ondo, I think Ondo's, for me, Ondo, like I'm bullish on Ondo. I got a lot of Ondo. I think my biggest thing with Ondo is it's just a governance token. But that could also be value, right? That could be valuable for people. You look at Jupe, the Jupe token. Right now, it's really a governance token. And so we'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, people aren't, the normies that come in are going to spend mass amounts of money buying Ondo. They're not going to say, oh my God, BlackRock is building on it. Oh my God, it's RWA. Oh my God, it's this. But wait, it's a governance token. They're probably not even going to get that far. So yeah, I agree. I'm super bullish on Ondo, man. Ondo's big. Let's get into some altcoin news. I want to share this piece of news. Well, before we get into the news, Rocco, I'm sorry, I kind of threw your curveball there. We give a big thank you to today's channel sponsor. Today's show is proudly brought to you by Cam's Blue Wire Technology. If you run a business and you want to maximize your networking, IT, and your cybersecurity, which is going to be even more important as AI and technology starts to grow or continues to grow, choose Cam's. We've been working with them for well over 2.5 years. They've been very integral in everything we do here at the studio from a networking side. So big thank you to Cam's. Visit bluewiretech.com. There's a link in the description of this video. All right, now, altcoins. Arcax launches Aberdeen's $3.8 billion money market fund as the first tokenized fund on the XRP ledger in collaboration with Ripple. Now, this also happened with Hedera, if you remember, on the Hedera network. Now they're bringing it to Ripple. XRP. Let's check in on XRP's price. You know, we've had a long. Let me check in on my XRP long position here. So we are currently sitting at a 210% profit on our XRP long position. I got in at around $1.16, and this thing has been rallying.
what platform are you trading on?
Buy DeFi, baby. All jokes aside, though, if you're looking for a platform in the US that's non-KYC and no VPN, use our link to download and sign up for Buy DeFi. Their mobile app is really good.
Oh, you mean I don't have to go download a VPN and then pretend like I'm trading from Asia and then
My favorite was the Honduras.
just download an app on my phone and just
not have
that's
to
it.
worry and not KYC. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
sign up and you get free money.
Yeah.
Just try it out.
So I plan on keeping this position open for a bit of time. I don't think XRP is going to come back down to our liquidation point.
What's your take profit zone? 500%? What are you doing?
No, I don't.
How much leverage you got on this?
8x leverage, yeah. I think I'm going to let this thing ride, dude. I'm going to let this thing ride. I don't think XRP comes back down to my liquidation point.
What is your liquidation point?
Like 88 cents.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it is.
So, yeah. As long as it doesn't get liquidated, I can handle the ups and downs. So, yeah, but we crushed it on XRP. But before I move on, any quick thoughts on this, Rob, before I move on to some big avalanche?
Yeah, to circle back, that's what rallied Ripple, right? I mean, at least that's my
Or rallied
thesis.
Hedera, you mean?
I mean, no, yeah. I meant to say what rallied Stellar Lumens. And I know it wasn't this one particularly, but I'm just saying that the tokenized fund narrative is, I think, the driving factor behind Stellar Lumens, also Hedera as well. But I mean, I think that this is what we've missed out on with Ripple and XRP during the fiasco that was the SEC lawsuit.
Yeah.
And we would have had this headline plus another 40 or 50 if it wasn't for the SEC. So now the beauty of all of this is that we're catching up to the rest of the deals that they should have had. And what we're going to see is also the price is going to...
Do you think we're just going to start seeing a floodgate of...
100%. 100%. And then you take bullish news after bullish news on top of price accumulation. I think XRP is probably the biggest upside with the least amount of downside risk, which I think is great that you put in a leverage position on that. or a trade on XRP because I just don't see it. I don't see it pulling back as much. It's just going to keep building. Narratives just going to keep stacking up on top of each other. So just really bullish on it. So there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty dang exciting. All right. Let's move on to Avalanche. Big day for AVAX. We did an AVAX video yesterday. We didn't cover this in the video, but this is pretty big. Today is the day, my friend. Avalanche 9000 is live on the Fuji testnet. This is a promo video from Avalanche. Watch this thing, man. This is going to be pretty big for AVAX. So, how's your Cosmos? It's a lot, dude. And there's a post on X I'm going to share after this. But this is, it's also, the fees are going to be dramatically lower. Not just fees on the network, but the fees, the amount of money you need to spend to launch a subnet and to launch your own L1 is dramatically going to, yeah, we cut the sound, guys, just in case it gets copywritten. But there's really nothing they say. It's just music. And so the more important thing is what you see subtitle on your screen. But the testnet is live. Now I want to share this post here from, is this Emil? Yeah, this is Emil. Avalanche 9000 is live on Fuji testnet, redefining what's possible for builders. 99.9% cheaper to launch an Avalanche layer 1. 96% fee reduction on the C chain. Unified interchain communication. And, I want to stop there real quick. This is kind of what I was talking about with the likes of Polkadot and Cosmos, right? Polkadot and Cosmos were doing this years ago when no one else was. And so they were the play when we talked about interoperability and interconnectedness. Now it seems like everyone's doing it. And so does that take the lure away from projects like Cosmos, like Polkadot, that maybe haven't, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe haven't revamped or built new exciting things that people can add to? Hey, I'm holding Cosmos because it's interoperable. Cool, that worked 6 years ago. Now you can hold Avalanche for interoperability. You can hold Cardano for interoperability. You can hold a lot. And so does that take the lure away from those projects that haven't really been, building outside of their original utility and selling point? That's an interesting question. We know Cosmos is up, Polkadot, everything's been up. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But also, Retro 9000 is open. What is this? $40 million in retroactive grants to build on Avalanche. Your block space, your rules, build now, scale later. Avalanche. Let's take a look at AVAX's price here. Avalanche is at $42, $17 billion market cap. I think this thing is still very undervalued. But what are your thoughts on everything we just kind of shared with the updates with Avalanche? What are your thoughts?
I think Avalanche is going to have its day in the sun here very soon. I think the same way that we saw Cardano rally, I think that we are right on the cusp of getting a big breakout on Avalanche. I mean, it's still a top 10 asset. It's still doing pretty well. I mean, it's up from $25 a month ago. And so, it hasn't quite 2x, but it's up from $25 to $42. So some nice price performance, but I'm still expecting a big breakout to come out of Avalanche. And that's not off of the idea that Avalanche is, simply a, something is not just another layer 1, right? There's such a big community in the gaming there. And I know we've talked about it multiple times. We talk about Off the Grid all the time. But that beautiful game, it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC. Kids are playing it. Streamers are playing it. But they're their marketplace has not went live yet. The marketplace has assets, NFTs, games, skins, guns, all of that jazz, all on the blockchain, on Avalanche, and with their native gun token. And so what we saw out of Axie Infinity last bull market was just a sniff of what's to come here in the gaming sector when it comes to monetizing. I mean, when you have hundreds of thousands of people just simply playing a game that are going to be rewarded in NFTs and paid in tokens, and all of a sudden they're going to be paid money, basically. They're going to be paid value to play the game. It's going to create a lot of buzz. I just know that, like, if I ain't got no job, if Big Rob ain't got no job, if I'm in the middle of a bear market and we had to close down the studio and I'm just playing video games, then at that point, if I'm making money off of playing a battle royale game, because you know your boy crushing it, I'm almost at the top of the leaderboard. So if you paying, you're gonna be paying me. You know,
You just can't help yourself, can you?
yeah, I can't. But you know what? I was at the top 10 of is called Battlefield. I don't know if you know Battlefield. It's another game. They had a battle royale. It was called Firestorm. Very small. It never really took off. So it was a small community.
You were top 10 out of what? What, 15?
But
He was top 10 out of 15.
But anyways, I'm just saying that, like, if you don't have regular income through a regular job and you just sit at home in your basement eating Doritos and you want to make some money, just play video games and you can earn a gun token on the Avalanche blockchain. And you know what? That's gonna be a lot of transactions, a lot of buzz, and there you go. And we also did a pretty badass write up on off the grid on the almanac as well. 4 pages for that. So.
You gonna butcher some names here, or what's going on, man?
Sure. If you are new here, say hello. We'd love to give you a little shout out. And then we do have a couple new people here. Let's see, let me pull it up. We got LOL, Petrus, David, FP, Luis, Vatican, Shirley, Fortress, and Dr. Payne. I know he was here. And then we also had a Triple D back in the
Dwarf?
Chat. Yeah, Dwarf, Triple D. That's,
What up, my dude?
and then also
Interesting name, huh?
crypto hands as well. So to all of you, hola! Welcome.
Take a look at the.
Yeah, you know what? One altcoin. I'm going to get into the altcoins. Take a look at that. But one that has not pumped recently, and when I say recently, like in the last week, but it's had very strong performance, is none other than your favorite meme coin, and that is Doge. So Elon Musk text, Doge is inevitable with the Doge cloud here taking over the city. Obviously, he's alluding to the Department of Government Efficiency, but why would he put the Doge mascot on his anyways? Elon Musk has been on a firestorm. Here's another one. This is Elon Musk reposted this as well. And this is from the Doge Department of Government Efficiency community. And so you have Time Magazine. This is obviously an AI mock-up, but much efficiently, much wow. And then you got, the Doge mascot there as well. So will we see another rise in Doge's price because of Elon Musk's mention of Doge? We know the Elon Musk effect and what that had on Doge. And then we also know that Elon Musk with the X payments.
I'm sorry, but
What you got?
I'm gonna put a trade in here real quick.
Are you putting in a trade?
Yeah, we're going long on Doge. We're gonna go isolated margin, and we're gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, this thing's at,
Let's go 7x. Let's go.
because it's
go
been
long.
it crossed over 40 cents on the 12th, so 2 weeks ago. So in the last 2 weeks,
All right,
it
done.
really has just consolidated. Did have a big move about 3 weeks ago. You know, a month ago it was at 13 cents. So we've had a 4x, but now it's consolidated for 2 weeks now, and I would expect this thing to make another big leg up.
That's kind of what I talked about, right? I said, look, Doge is going to be everywhere all the time because of the whole Department of Government Efficiency. It's going to be everywhere, and you're seeing, like you mentioned, the memes. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at Doge when you're talking about it. This thing has been kind of consolidating, trending
Yeah,
down.
2 weeks,
Yeah,
man, 2 weeks.
it's gonna come up again.
It's
yeah.
it's
I
it's
agree with
prime for a breakout.
Yeah.
I think once we see Bitcoin, if as long as Bitcoin doesn't sell down to like 89,000 or something of that nature, you know what? Maybe I think next week we hit the 100K, right?
Yeah.
I think that I know we called for 100K last show, but I mean, we hit 99.6.
We hit
99,600. So
I'm sure on an exchange
if anybody out here says Big Rob was talking about Bitcoin going to get 100,000 and it didn't hit 100, it hit 99,600. So shut up.
Well, hold on. I'm sure on some exchange somewhere it hit 100, right?
Bro, yeah, I'm sure on the smaller exchanges that use leverage, I'm sure it probably, I'm sure it went over 100K on multiple exchanges.
Yeah.
But what the exchanges with the deep liquidity, Coinbase, Binance, we didn't get a signal for 100K. But almost there. But once Bitcoin gets over 100K, I think Doge is going to absolutely explode. I think that Bitcoin gets to 103,000. If you have a position on Doge right now, 2-3x, easily. I think you're going to get obviously a ton of resistance at that dollar mark. So if you're looking at really short-term profits, perhaps getting Doge now at 40 cents, selling at say 96 cents, would give you a comfortable 2x plus. And then so let's get into the altcoin markets, see what is up. Very interesting is that Ethereum ecosystem is doing very well. And
You are such a hater.
At the top of the leaderboard is Big Rob's favorite, which is Sandbox, Decentraland, Web3 Gaming, and Metaverse.
Your favorite, huh?
Absolutely my favorite. And if you've watched the show at all, you know that I've done nothing but speak extremely highly about Decentraland particularly.
Yeah.
And, the fact that I've gotten so much pushback from everybody here in the studio has been absolutely absurd. I'm just saying that. Like, what's up?
You made me change my grade rating on the.
You had Decentraland at an A. I can't.
It was an A-.
You put Decentraland as an A, and you know what? I didn't veto a lot of the grades, and that one I had to say, I was like, look, man, you know what? You can't give Decentraland an A. I don't care. Like and it comes from a personal. So Decentraland, no, it comes from personal experience, and so Decentraland. It's not on Xbox and PlayStation. It doesn't have a game
it's on
launcher.
The Google Chrome browser.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
They don't have a game launcher like on Epic. And so kind of a process to play, right? And then on top of that, their servers are broken down. So it's not like one Metaverse. It's like a bunch of Metaverse copies. And then you just happen to be in lobby 1. And then if you're logged on and you're in lobby 3, then we can't run into each other, even though it's a Metaverse. It's like Miniverse, And so
Miniverse.
the graphics themselves, not that hot. The gameplay, not that hot. Not a lot of users.
Shitty.
So anyways, and that was at the hype of it too. That was me playing it when it was supposed to be like game changing. Everyone's buying a house and getting an RV and moving into the Metaverse. And I'm just like, bro, this thing sucks.
Did you call it the Metaverse?
Yeah. So
That's funny.
So anyways, Sandbox, I think it was a better built Metaverse, right? I think Sandbox seemed to be a little bit more complete for what you would expect. But the Metaverse thing is dead, man. You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Take this away from me. You know what? This is what I got to say, okay? What we saw out of Metaverse plays, particularly Decentraland and Sandbox rallying the way they did, it shows you that altcoins are going to pump. It doesn't matter what they are, right? Because at one point during the bear market, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, are we only going to get very streaky? Are we only going to get like 5 or 6 or 8 projects in the top 100 that really perform well, and then everything else is going to bleed off? I thought to myself, I'm like, is that going to happen? It could very well happen. And then when I saw that Decentraland was up 30%, I'm like, well, there we go. Once Bitcoin runs, everything's going up. The tide is going to raise all boats, including boats with holes in the bottom. It's going to absolutely make everybody money here. We're in the euphoric, we're going to make easy money phase.
Look.
So take a dartboard, put the top 100 coins on there, throw a dart at it, you'll make money. Watch our show and then throw a calculated dart at something and make life-changing money. There you go.
You know, I think it's important what you mentioned. I don't know about you, but I have a few bags from last cycle that I didn't dump that I'm looking to, not Decentraland, but I'll give you an example. Flow was one of them. I was bullish on Flow. I'm not bullish on Flow anymore. Could I be wrong? Yes. Am I looking to just break even, maybe make a little money? Yes. Because my average cost of Flow was below its all-time high. So the important thing with what Rob just said is everything will pump. Now identify which ones, maybe it was a mistake. Maybe you believed in it and now you don't. Identify those coins or those tokens in your portfolio and have a game plan on how to get rid of it. You are probably, even if you bought the top, a 30% loss is better than a 100% loss or a 90% loss. So have those in play. I have mine. You should have yours. You round trip last cycle that you want to get rid of now, because as he mentioned, everything will pump.
Do not buy a timeshare and go and round trip your bags over and over again every cycle. Do not do that. We know that timeshares are extremely bad investments. Everybody knows it. It's no secret. And if you go visit Decentraland last cycle and you visited this cycle, do not visit it a third cycle, because it's not good real estate. Thank you.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We done?
Sure.
Okay. How many coffees did you have today?
No, just one.
Just one.
Yeah. The green in the portfolio, the absolute
one, though.
crazy money that I'm making, it's juiced me up, bro.
Is it enough?
It juiced
It's
me
like
up.
a B12
Come
shot.
along for the ride. We want you to hop on this money train.
It's like a B12 shot in the butt.
Dude, like, I'm telling you, I could probably quit coffee, and all I got to do is wake up all eye boogers and all crusty and
Open up
tired.
CoinMarketCap?
Yeah, open up my CoinStats wallet, and then I have all my portfolio there being tracked, and it's just like, I'm awake.
All right. I want to talk a little bit about Chainlink. So Chainlink just introduced a new product called Deco. What is Deco? Let's take a look. Deco enables a user to prove the authenticity of data and claims about it without revealing the data itself. This is very similar to Zero Knowledge, which has been around for a while. And this is exactly what Chainlink is leveraging, but in the Chainlink type of way, right? We know they have inroads and connections with the largest financial institutions in the world, including SWIFT and the DTCC. So here's an example. A user can prove that their bank account balance exceeds a certain amount without exposing their account number or the exact balance. At SmartCon, Chainlink Labs revealed the Deco Sandbox, which enables financial institutions and enterprises to quickly explore how to streamline user onboarding while maintaining data privacy and ensuring data provenance. Key privacy-preserving Deco Sandbox use cases include identity verification, proof of funds for individuals and institutions. It's a big one. Compliance screenings, and they have a blog that they went over. And so just another product to add to their list. My question here, though, Rob, are they going the Polygon route where they're doing too much too fast? Or do you think because of the, or do you think because of the market they serve, which is the institutions, this is exactly what is needed, a suite of products to bring those people into your ecosystem, but to keep them there as well?
What? Okay, so I want to go to that reference you made. So do what Polygon did, too much too fast. That's not why they're losing share on market cap, right?
Talking about Polygon?
Yeah. Polygon fell from its position on market cap, especially its trading pair against Bitcoin. It's absolutely atrocious. And, do I think that there's going to be a resurgence of Polygon? There are some factors that have me doubting the downward movement on Polygon. I do think it is prime for a breakout, especially with Ethereum ecosystem doing well. There is a space for Polygon, so I've not wrote it off yet, but I do think that the price dropped, not because it diversified too much, but it was competition, right? And the fact that users left Ethereum. And for Chainlink, nothing to do with that. I think that it broadening its utility, the competition that Polygon had, and the layer one, the scaling, that narrative is saturated. What is not saturated is what Chainlink specializes in is Oracle services, which is integrated in damn near every single blockchain with a few exceptions. But I mean, my God, it's like, what can't they do? And you know what? They're a leader in Oracle services. They're a leader in cross-chain compatibility when it comes to traditional finance, the SWIFT system. And I think that they're going to have a seat at the table when it comes to the administration here in the U.S. and crypto regulation. I think that they're going to be, there's going to be a handful of players there. I think you're going to have Coinbase there, Brian Armstrong. I think you'll have a strong voice, a representative with Charles Hoskinson. I think Brad Garlinghouse. But I think Chainlink will have a seat at the table when it comes. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be Sergey himself, but
it would have. I assume it would have to.
And he has no problem speaking in front of.
Oh no, he's great.
So he has a ton of keynote speeches. So he has no problem. He spoke on behalf of the partnership with Swift at a conference as well. And so he's got no problem getting in front of important and powerful figures or organizations. And so I think Chainlink is going to benefit probably the most, right? I mean, what do you think? Pro crypto regulation? Who benefits the most?
Pro crypto regulation
for an altcoin. I think it's probably XRP and Chainlink.
I was going to say payments are a big one. Right? So
XRP,
XLM, XRP. I think Solana, you throw it in there with payments. Algorand payments.
But I think Chainlink probably floats to the top because of the SWIFT and central banks. And just imagine if SOB 121,
that's a big one.
That gets undone, banks start getting exposure, banks start buying crypto. What you're going to see is that they're going to need a network that's trustable, that can move money around, that already works with the SWIFT system because that's what the banks are using. And so I think Chainlink is a no-brainer. And so will it explode? The only downside with Chainlink is it doesn't have a lot of retail appeal. You're not buying and selling NFTs. There's no meme coins being launched there. So you miss out on that segment. So a lot of that retail hype doesn't translate over to Chainlink, but it's just a solid project that's just going to return you gains in your portfolio month in and month out. And so it's just going to be up and to the right for Chainlink. I would have at least some kind of percentage exposure to Chainlink on your portfolio, the same way that you allocate for Bitcoin, perhaps Ethereum or Solana, and then you need to have a little spot there. A little slice of that pie needs to be for Chainlink because it's just going to keep making you money over and over again.
Yeah. For me, for those reasons, Chainlink is a long-term play for me. It's right up there with BTC. And so I think, again, these things take time. The speculation, I think, will come, not to the level that we see with Solana, with Cardano, with some of the other ones. But when you add in the speculation, even if it's little, to the actual utility of what the token is being used for, with Chainlink's tokenomics and staking, I think it's prime for a big move up. I do want to share this piece of news here. Phantom's probably my favorite wallet to use. I love Phantom. Phantom and Coinbase Wallet are great. Trust Wallet's good too. Base is now live on Phantom, enabling token swaps between Base and Solana and easy ETH/USDC purchases. The Base ecosystem, and I know you guys hear this across all social media, across all the other content creators, and they're right. The Base ecosystem is going to be big. And now, if you want to make the highest ROI, is you dig into that Base ecosystem and you figure out what's going to happen. What is Coinbase going to do?
Why couldn't they launch this literally last week? I was trying to swap. Literally last week, I was trying to swap. I was in my Phantom wallet. I had you were helping me out. Yeah. I was sitting there with a ton of I had a bunch of dry powder I'd moved from Coinbase, and I was like, oh, Phantom wallet. And I'm like, okay, you can it can accept. There's a network for Base on there. So I just sent all my tokens over there. But little did I know, you could receive it, but you couldn't trade it from there. So now that's done all in wallet. Cool. Well, no,
this is really good for the retail investor, right? Yeah. When you got to sit there and tell them you need a Phantom wallet, you need a Coinbase wallet, you need a MetaMask wallet, you need XYZ wallet, you need a Near wallet. It's too complicated. Download one wallet, have all the networks on there, interoperability. I know Oicy Wallet's doing that with ICP. 100% of the assets are on chain. They're native assets. So I think that's the direction we're going. And you're seeing it everywhere. This interoperability, people not having to go through 20 bridges, 20 transactions, transaction fees. Let me send this here to there, convert it. Like, it's annoying.
But yeah, we're going to get in a spot where, especially where we covered earlier.
Download one wallet.
Avalanche 9000, right? There's just another protocol that's making things more interoperable and cross-chain and easy to swap. And so this is going to become things of the past. And, we're going to have stories we're going to tell our grandchildren and be like, I had to one time write down a seed phrase on a piece of paper, and then I had to send it from my Ethereum wallet, but I had to make sure it didn't burn. But if I send it to the wrong one, they're going to be like, Granddad, like, what are you talking about? And so
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Speaking of Pepperidge Farm, my wife.
Farm?
Yeah, the cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife bought a whole tin of them from Trader Joe's. Dude, those things were so. I think I ate like 8 of them.
Pepperidge Farm. That's just like Oreo rebranded with a white packaging.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's just a cheap ass
So what's your favorite
mass-made cookie.
Okay, what's your favorite cookie?
My grandma's cookie, my mom's cookies. You know what I mean? Like I don't buy things off of a shelf. Although Rocco, I did buy. I went to Italy, right?
Yeah.
I went to Italy and I got some hazelnut cookies from Italy. My God, bro. I had 2 of those cookies and then I proceeded to eat the rest of the box in one setting.
You ate the box, like the actual
the box, the
cardboard
wrapper,
box?
the plastic on the inside.
You wonder why you end up in the hospital.
Yeah, it was those are so good.
Yeah, I get this gianduiotti. Usually gianduia is a mixed raisin or chocolate, but these are made with pistachio instead.
Yeah.
You just have the...
Yeah, I don't know. I had these little oval things, and they had hazelnut chocolate on the inside. It was crunchy on the outside. Absolute
Good stuff.
Wow.
But otherwise, you can just go buy the cookie at $1.99. Where did you buy? Walgreens, you say, Dave?
No,
80.
Oh, Pepperidge Farms? Yeah. Yes.
No, that was CVS.
Oh, CVS.
Thanks. Anyway.
Yeah, it comes with a
You know what? You guys,
a bottle of
you
good
guys are haters. I'm an average man, okay?
Buy the cookie and get a
Mr.
bottle
Bougie
of...
over here that wants to do a poker game but wants to hire a dishwasher.
I ain't trying to wash all those dishes. I got a lot of people.
Buy paper
We
plates.
get 20 people to play poker.
Who the fuck hires a dishwasher for a house poker game?
Somebody with a massive green number in their portfolio.
That was during the bear market.
Yeah, well, I was still up.
Imagine who's going to hire it now.
Oh, man. Guys, we appreciate you tuning in. If it's your first time here or you're new and you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel. We're ramping up our content, as you can see. Some days we're putting out 3 to 4 videos a day. We want you watching to get all the info you need to make sure that you capitalize on this massive bull market that we're in right now. And this is just the beginning. And so have your notification bell on. Also, if you haven't ordered your almanac and you want to support the channel, you want to help us to break even on the $18,000 we spent on this almanac. Also, if you want to support your favorite projects like Cardano and ICP, we've had full write-ups on there as well. And also, it's a great gift for someone who might not be an expert in crypto, but if you are, it's some great reading material in there as well. Order yours. The link is in the top here. I'm going to end this poll before we end the show. Will Metaverse make a comeback? 53% of you said no, it will not make a comeback. I am 50-50, and I think it's worth it. And I don't want you to interject here because we're done. I think it's 50-50, and I think you should have at least one Metaverse play in your portfolio. Nothing big, but a just in case. What if this thing rallies? What if, I don't know what, who knows? You don't want to be caught not having any Metaverse plays in your portfolio. Now, that could be Ethereum, right? But Decentraland, Sandbox, some of the other ones, maybe one that hasn't launched yet, who knows? But anyways, before we leave, one more thank you to Cam's Blue Wire Tech. Visit bluewiretech.com if you want to learn how they can help your business scale and grow. And with that being said, Rocco. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. If you're a Cardano and XRP fan, we got those 2 videos coming out later today. In the Cardano video, I'll talk about my worst base and my most bullish case for Cardano. Watch the video, dumb style. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Entertainment and info, gonna show you how to get that big dough. So every day stay tapped in. Big facts, no capping. With Bitcoin, if you're in, then you win. We divide the pie with no fraction. It's Big Rob, David. I spit the game, but they gave it. Name the coin that's your favorite. I got dry powder, why save it? To the OGs, new beginners. Special shout out to the well members. Buy a dip, sell winners. Ain't really nothing you could tell sinners. Tune in for the latest new flavors. They gonna teach us mean coins. They polarizing like barbecue chicken pizzas. I laugh with a major grin. Laggers, we trade them in. Baddies, they came to sin. And sinners don't play to win. Screaming, hola, till my bags are flowing over. Hold ya to the moon and to the solar. Wona, don't be letting FOMO control ya. It's over when the finger tornado close ya. City.